Today I'll be reviewing Pokemon Journeys episode 34, Be the Lone Warrior, the Terror of Grapploct. This is one of those episodes we've been waiting for, Ash's encounter with Bee, another Galar gym leader, and someone in the World Championships that's actually powerful, because she's ranked way higher than Ash is. But as we know after this episode, Ash lost this battle and fell in rank. And I talked about in one of my previous videos Ash battling someone way higher than him to move up in rank. But in this episode, the exact opposite happens because after Ash's loss, he moves way down in rank. So let's go over the episode, talk about what happened, and the battle itself. So the episode starts with Ash and Go at Saffron City, and they're at the fighting dojo because Ash wants to battle the Master, and because Go wants to pick between Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee. So then Ash goes to watch the Karate Master, and as he gets there, he sees that Bia completely demolishes the Master and kicks him out of his own gym. And right off the bat, I really like Bea's voice actor and attitude. You can tell she takes battles seriously, which is something I always enjoy in characters. So then Ash challenges her, she accepts, and Go finds out that he has to beat the Dojo Master to get Hitmonlee or Hitmonchan. Then we get some info on Bea that some people may already know, that she's the Galar fighting type gym leader. And we also find out that she's mastered the 100-year-old Galar karate, and that she travels around the world visiting dojos in pursuit of even greater strength, which is pretty cool. We also learned that she's ranked 751 in the World Championships, and before this battle, Ash was ranked 890, so that's a difference of 139 in rank, which definitely reflected in the battle. So Ash introduces himself as a superclass rank 890 and says that he's undefeated and is proud of Riolu. And the Karate Master even compliments him by saying he feels a burning spirit from him. And Ash has one of those moments where people may think he's getting carried away again or acting somewhat out of character. But I think Ash was just confident when he says that he knew the Karate Master would be able to tell. And Go tells him not to get too cocky because his opponent is ranked way above him. And Ash says he isn't worried because he beat Karina the other day, which is true, and that was impressive considering he didn't even need Mega Evolution to do it. But then we find out that Bea actually battled Karina and that she beat her and called her soft. And the fact that she's been beat, her Mega Pokemon has been beaten by two regular Pokemon in their last two battles, kinda just doesn't look good for Mega Evolution if we ever want it to return. But that aside, her saying that Karina was soft triggers Ash, and Ash wants to know more, but she doesn't say anything. And then she asks Ash why he decided to battle in the World Championships, and he says it was to battle Leon. And she responds by saying Leon is every trainer's goal, and that she wants to defeat him and become the undisputed strongest trainer. That's why she signed up. And to me, that really puts into perspective how much of an influence Leon has over the gym leaders of Galar and maybe even the world in general, at least in terms of Pokemon battling in the World Championships. So Ash tells Bea that he swears to defeat Leon and become the strongest, and Go tries to tell him not to panic and just do what he always does. But Ash didn't really take that advice too well in this battle, so the battle starts with her sending out Hawlucha. Ash picks Farfetch'd. And the first thing she does is set up Hone Claws to increase her attack and accuracy, which is similar to how Lance sets up Dragon Dance, and it makes you wonder if the theme of battling in Generation 8 is actually competitive battling, which I think is pretty interesting. So, Farfetch just gets completely hammered despite landing a Brutal Swing, because Hawlucha is just able to land Karate Chop and Flying Press multiple times, and so it loses easily. And after that, Bea does something we don't often see in Pokemon battles recently, and she actually switches Pokemon to start with a new one so that it's at 100% before it starts the battle. So she sends out her Grapploct. So this battle was almost as one-sided as the last one, although Riolu did try harder. So the battle starts with Ash using Vacuum Wave, but she uses Detect, so that doesn't work. And then she tries to use Close Combat, but he uses Double Team to avoid that. And so after being unable to land any hits, Ash tells Riolu to strike the ground using, I guess, one of Ash's unique battle styles. And so Grapploct has to deal with the floor, so Ash tries to strike with Force Palm in that moment. But it ends up using Octalock, and Bea even comments that he wasted too many movements. Then Ash tells Riolu to kick the floor, which actually helps it break free, and that's probably the only moment in the battle where B actually reacted to anything Ash has done. So Riolu is able to break free, and then he pulls out, or Ash pulls out, what should have been the ultimate counter for Grapplock's liquidation, and that's the move Reversal, but it ends up not working, or I guess not being enough, and B ends up just using a point blank liquidation to finish off Riolu. So Ash got completely destroyed in this battle. He even comments at the end by saying he was utterly and completely defeated, and we see his rank drop for the first time and goes to 930. And this was probably Ash's first devastating loss in a while. I don't remember him ever losing this bad in Sun and Moon at all. And the last time we probably saw him this devastated after a battle was in X, Y, and Z. And ironically, it was against the 8th gym leader. I don't think we've ever seen Ash get swept in battle before with a battle with more than one Pokemon, so this was definitely a first. Ash even says he's never lost like this before. So after that, Go, I guess, battles the Master off screen and wins Hitmonchan. I wish we could have seen that. They could have at least added it to the next episode. But that aside, after the battle, Ash apologizes to his Pokemon after losing, or after wasting their training and losing the battle. I know the subtitles say something about a winning streak, but Ash and Serena on Twitter corrected that translation for us. But my thoughts on this episode is that it was a pretty great episode overall. The fact that Ash swears to get revenge and beat Bia sooner or later is probably one of my favorite points of the episode, because it means we'll get back to this. What I think is the most interesting is that Bia didn't even give Ash any recognition at the end of the battle. He treated him like Ash treats any other random stranger that he battles. Or probably even less. Ash at least shakes their hands and says, like, thanks for the battle and stuff like that. But she was just like, okay, thanks for the battle, I'm gone. And I actually don't mind Ash losing this, because it opens the door for Ash to get more motivated, which will create battle tension and an atmosphere that we haven't really had in a long time, since Ash hasn't had any real rivals, or at least truly competitive rivals like Alan, or I guess Gladion was a good rival, but not as competitive or as strong as Alan and previous rivals in the series. So this just gives Ash something to work for again in the series. But let me know what you thought of this episode in the comment section below. I was going to talk about Ash's journey throughout the Pokemon World Championships and the difficulty that he might be going through, but I'll do that in my next video. Be sure to look out for that one. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching, and bye.